Okay, in this video we are going to talk about how we change the spark plugs on this Ford Fiesta MK6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to replace them with nice new NGK spark plugs. So we're going to disconnect these coil packs first. You just reach in and pull them off. Now they all are a specific length, but we're just going to do one at a time here, just for the, so that we can document how to pull it off. See, there we go. There's the first one out, and if you look down in that hole, you'll see there is the spark plug hanging out down in there. It's just going to be a case of unscrewing it, taking it off, and replacing it. Okay, so we've opted to use a knuckle here, and we're going to just reach down in. If I can get a good view. Okay, so we're now on the first spark plug. It is quite hard to see, but it's all the way down there, and it's just a case of turning it anti-clockwise to loosen it. There we go. They're not very tight spark plugs, so you'll very soon probably be able to do that nearly by hand. Okay, and hopefully we can unscrew that and just lift that spark plug straight back out. Okay, there's the spark plug out, and just so that you can see, it is a 16mm deep socket, and we've used a knuckle. Don't know if it was totally necessary, but the scuttle panel was in the way, and we went right down into that hole and just unscrewed that spark plug. As you can see there, that's it, we've got it out of the car. So we're going to now replace it with an NGK spark plug. Okay, there's the new NG spark plug seated into that little socket, and we're just going to feed it around there and crucially start this just by hand, nice and gently, and so that it is not cross-threaded, and we'll get it screwed into the car. So he's getting that screwed in there just by hand, and then once it's nice and tight, we'll move on to the next one. So we're going to torque this down. We are using a torque wrench here just to make sure we get this right. We believe it's 20 Newton meters. That's it. It's clicked. So that's that one tightened up. We're going to have to just retrieve the little knuckle out of the bottom there. We'll get that out. So that is the first spark plug fitted. There it is down there, nice and neat. If I can get some focus on it. It is a little bit of a reach down there. So that's it, tighten up to 20 Newton meters. We're gonna have, before we put that one on, we're gonna have to pull the rest of them off because that'll probably get in the way. So we'll pull the rest of them off, but they're all lengthed, so you know which order you're putting them back in the right place. The coil pack's on top, and they all plug in here. So essentially we're just going to repeat that process across all the spark plugs, and then that'll be that job finished. So I've noticed here we've got up to the end one and there's not enough reach, and that's cable tied on, so we're going to just snip that little cable tie off. We'll replace it at the end. Okay, there. We've got that little cap off now, and that will give us a little bit more room to do this last coil pack. Okay, there we go, that's that one off, and then you can actually pull it out from that little snip. There you go. Now we've got access by the same means to the rest of the spark plugs. So that one is new, and we just have to do these remaining 3, and that'll be the spark plugs changed. Okay. So that's all the spark plugs out. Well, the remaining 3. And we are just going to, that's a new one already in, so we're just going to put 3 new ones in here, exactly the same as we did the first one. Put the coil packs up back on and then we're done. Yeah, so we're going to start with the shortest one first. Now that we've got everything torqued down to 20 Newton meters. As you can see, because they have a specific length on each one of those leads to the coil pack, you know which hole it goes into because it won't reach past that. Okay, all that remains to do now is to replace the little cap, the cable tie there that was holding that down, and that's the spark plugs changed, and then we'll start the car up and see how it runs. Okay, we're just gonna, just before we put that clip on, we're just gonna start the car up, make sure it runs fine. There she is, she's running fine. No problems whatsoever. So the only thing we're left to do is just replace that little cap, put a new cable tie around it. That's the way it was when we found it. And that's the spark plugs changed on this Ford Fiesta MK6. Thanks very much for watching.